this was really cool. I loved this. It was a style and an aesthetic that I hadn't seen before. It was very interesting. And we saw kind of a cycle of life of this clock world and these folks in the plague masks, or maybe they're birds. Um, it was interesting seeing kind of it's almost like a metropolis kind of a thing here, where everybody's working in lockstep, doing what they're supposed to do, and then there's some sort of rejuvenation or something that happens at the end. The temptation would be to sit around and visualizing this as some massive live action thing with a cast of thousands, and then you defeat yourself with those thoughts, and it never gets done. But here we picked a certain style, and it was minimalist in a way, but it was very expressionist as well. So it was doing a lot with, you could call it a little. There's nothing little about this, and no, it was very difficult. But you know what I mean? Instead of going the James Cameron route and doing the Avatar route of building a world, we built it in this almost kind of like House of Cards style. Anyway, it was just really, really, absolutely original and wonderful. And I love the sound design, the music. It all complemented the storytelling, the visuals so well. Everything in this piece was very intentional, and everything added up to a whole at the end. And it was very beautiful.
This reminded me of an Escher painting. It was dazzling and mysterious and trippy, and my brain was trying to figure it out, but then just accepted to just let it happen and let it wash over me. I love the almost like steampunk kind of Tim Burton style to it as well. It really picked up the atmosphere and created a very atmospheric soundscape. Both the visuals and the sounds bounced off each other in a really lovely way that created almost a sense of wonder. Yeah, very cool piece.
It does capture your attention because at first you're wondering what's going on. Are we inside a clock? Which makes it clear we are based on the tick-tock sound. It's very different where the filmmakers are quite clearly experimenting with post-production and stop motion animation at the same time and juxtaposing frames together. They're playing with color. This film has a wide range of emotions going on because there are times you're confused and other times you're like, okay, this is pleasing, and then other times you're going back like, okay. But overall, this film is definitely something to behold. It's one of those films that I won't forget just because of the juxtaposition and the phenomenal post-production job. It's really a part of animation, whether it's stop motion or not. It's animated. It feels like stop motion animation if it's not, but it feels like it was something that put a lot of time and effort in. You could feel the artist's passion into this film.
Have this very clever use of the geometric concept, where these beings take us on a discovery journey of optical illusions and impossible machines. From a seemingly perfect harmony, we go into chaos of nothing and everything on a genius animation technique and great music score to dive into a world that's an imagination of someone. It is just beautifully animated. Different elements, I had to rewatch it to make sure I'm not missing anything. It was very deep, and the abstraction also made me just admire it even more.
Contain the music in the background, and it just show like the movement of how like the cycle, or the piece of equipment kind of like moving along, like the music falling down, like breaking it up. So it just kind of like use like your sense to feel like those motions, and just going through the music, you can understand like nothing is gonna be there forever. That's what it told like in this like video. I feel like it's well put together, has a good use of like VFX, like special effects to make it move like like smoothly.
Wow, the CGI visuals were incredible. So many figures with skulls for heads, lots of stairwells and chessboards, and huge turning wheels. So imaginative. I also love the discordant, eerie soundtrack and the ticking clock sound effects. The animator was so talented. I would love to see more work by this group. Well done, memorable piece.